Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bearcats will put total leather and will get started. From inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas offense will have the football first. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work.
There we go. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can you do it against the Georgias? Can you do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Now the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And it'll be down right there. The Bearcats offense will go to work for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they wanted to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Just make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think one, he was just...
Pick off! What a play to set him up! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up at that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the boat. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. You got to communicate.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the timing just a hair off. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Quickly complete.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Off play action. Here's a hit. Now he's going to break the pocket. Keeps it and gets past the chains. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe of the 48.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Longhorns are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The sure hands. It's Wingo. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He got it! Going to the end zone! Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Northwestern. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Works for the tackle. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Quarterback now breaking the field. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Punch it out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. To the air, it's Watson. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. try the run. There he goes. He's loose. Inside the 30. The tag. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys who can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Texas! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Texas. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Watson. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds his man, it's Porter. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bearcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job. A really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answer.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They're already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking for a man. It's Watson. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Porter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A low line drive and not his best work. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They are up by just one over Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
To the air, it's Watson. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And that's where it comes to rest at midfield. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. A low line drive and short kick makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Okay, ready?
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
Jackrabbit. Kill.
To throw, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return and give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Snagged in the middle. It's Phillips. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the move at the 30. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Green. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. The Bearcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Here comes the offense on first down. On the run, it's Simon. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He gets it up the midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. This time it's complete. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Under fire. It's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
The Longhorns looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's got him. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking for space. It's Baxter. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively, you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
At the 39. And that's a first down for the offense.
guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down in the final period. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Garza. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability.
Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the tight end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happened. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe of the 49.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Safe completion on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. To the ground with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They want that clock to run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Manning. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. Listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats during the season. We look up and get 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Turning on the Jets. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The give on the option. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lots of running room. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing the will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed, that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain?
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the move, it's Gibson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, it looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here.
Until next time.